What's up, y'all? Shit, Exodus One, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger Rankin, aka the man with the plan. Oh, we got everything right here. I guess everything right here.
You are watching a master at work. Trapaholics. Real trap shit.
What up? What up? What up? Yeah, this me and you here for right now, man. They might come in. I don't know. They might come in. I don't know. They might pop in. Where you coming in from? City, state, Providence. Let me know where you coming in from, Mike. Let me
Man, I
know.
knew right from the start I was too much. I'm closer than you think to the stars. Nigga, look up. No need to act these hoes. I simply tell them that they hate.
coming with some more music. Give me a second, y'all. You said Clarksville, Tennessee. I've been to Nashville. I might have rolled through Clarksville, but I've been to Nashville. That's what's up. I used to live in the country too. I used to live in the country. I know what country living is like. I know exactly what it's all about.
Walking out across the nighttime, city waits, the sleepless eye.
So y'all got
Hear her voice, shake my window, sweet seducing sighs.
y'all got what do you call them birds?
Into the nighttime, four walls won't hold me tonight. If this town is just an apple, then let me take a bite. And they say, why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me that way? I say, why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why?
If you still in here, what's the strangest thing you ever ate in the country or from the country? Like possum, squirrel, raccoon, whatever you ate. Well, whatever you
Does it do me that way? Reaching out to touch a stranger. Whoa. Electric eyes are everywhere.
eat. Everywhere.
See that girl? She knows I'm watching. See that girl? She likes the way I stare. And they say, why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why? Does it do me that way? Say why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why? Does it do me that way? I like living this way. I like living this way. Across the morning, the city's heart begins to beat.
I can't play that, but I'm gonna play one of my joints from my channel, and then after that we're gonna go to the videos. If y'all want to play some more music, just let me know. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, if y'all want me to play some more music, I'll play some music from my channel. But this off my channel right here, little remix. Hold on, little remix. Hold on, y'all. I gotta find it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Louisiana Saturday night. I want to hear that though. I want to hear that. Louisiana Saturday night. I'm drinking on some yak. Some yak. I can't play copyrighted music, so I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's copyrighted music or not. I don't know if that's copyrighted music, but I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna see.
Fanaticz, real trap shit.
Hold on, let me screenshot it so I can at least listen to it. You gonna make me go on my other phone and fuck around it. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. Give me a second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Alright, hold on. What's the name of it? The name of it is. Hey. I'm gonna keep playing the gospel music because I don't know what this is. I don't know. This is.
Fanaticz, real trap shit.
Okay. Well, yeah, it look like he's straight. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. I might, hey, you might have got me something new to play on my channel. Give me a second. Let me see what he's talking about.
Landed in Brooklyn. Went to the Huffington Bar.
Okay, okay. Hold on. Hey, that shit kind of hard though. Hold on. I only heard a couple of words. The Wi-Fi going stupid there. Hold on. Let me see.
Just landed in Brooklyn. Went to the Huffers and Bob.
Okay, okay. I might be able to play his freestyle. I'll play the freestyle. Put a one in the chat if you want me to play the freestyle. I'll play the freestyle. I'm from Florida. I'm from America, but I'm in Florida. No, I mean I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm from Florida. Born and raised, shawty. Born and raised, shawty. I'm gonna play shawty shit though. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. They might let me play it. Hold on, let me see. They might let me play it. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Alright, hold on. Let me see. Let me see what they talking about. Cause the shit, hey, you might have a live lit tonight on some real shit, bro. You might have had came in and made the live lit tonight. Hold on, what his name? K. Okay, I gotta put it in, cause he got a weird name. K. Hold on, damn, what the fuck? Okay, K H A. Hold on, N. Let me see. Let me see. That might be it though. That might be it. Let me see. Let me see. Cause if they got the freestyle in, I'll play that shit. Put a one in the chat though. I'll play it. Put a one in the chat. I'll play the motherfucker. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Glad they got his. Well, like they got his copyrighted music on here. Hold on. I can't play the copyrighted music. Hold on. Let me see if he got. So okay, they go to freestyle right there. We'll go to the freestyle.
Like that. Just landed in Brooklyn. Went to the Huffers and Bob. Just landed in Brooklyn. Like damn. I'm on my village attack. Bro came through with that fire. Like he came with a literal stick. Black tea, take a Hennessy sip. With a break in my grip and place it with Yo, sorry. I on the hood, need a rush hour 6. Say less, cause I just laid it in.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Shorty says she from Bushwick, but she on this now giving top. Like, she ain't hopping on village dick. She swallow my kids off the wop. I just landed in the hood. Finish mommy and fresh like a house. Wait, fresh out of boat and I'm strapped. Bitch, I'm lit off the oolong and liquor. Who wanna this one to get packed? Duck, get turned to a frame on a picture. My bro got a stick in the straw hat. Came from a village of scammers and killers. From the struggle, and I can bet I'm the only thing that could serve nigga. Yeah, just landed in.
I don't know. It was pretty cool. He had a nice little flow on him. He had a nice little flow. We're gonna do the every hour one more time, and then we're about to go to the videos. about to do the every hour one more time, then we about to go.
Fanaticz, real trap shit.
My bad. My bad. I got 162 on Facebook. I'm put it on YouTube. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I'm gonna put it on YouTube for y'all. I'm put it on YouTube for y'all. I swear I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tonight. I'll do it tonight before I go to bed. I'm gonna put it on YouTube for y'all, so y'all can hear that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We just vibing to a track though. That's it. Alright, y'all. We're going to Poetic Flacco. David and Celeste situation just got 1,000% worse 1 hour ago. Let's see what's going on. Y'all check out Poetic
Why
Flacco.
Trockies may be the best option for ketamine therapy. Let's explore the main benefits of this dosage form. Trocki.
I just got done watching this press conference where they are announcing that David is being charged with the murder of Celeste. I had little to no faith that they had enough to truly get a conviction out of David. But after watching this press conference, I really don't have faith in LAPD, in the DA, in the state. I have no faith at all. They're going to truly get a conviction and give Celeste justice. And it's not because I think David is innocent. I think David is 100%.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Guilty. I think David is one of the most foul, evil human beings we have ever witnessed on earth. But unfortunately, evilness comes with some genius. And when you give a gore-obsessed, true crime super fan 6 months to cover up a murder minimum, you probably gonna have to do some extreme police work to figure out what really happened. And I don't think that extreme police work has taken place because we still don't know what happened. So excuse me, by the way, if I'm a tad bit frustrated after
So this an hour ago. So this really is like an update for us. Like for us to really know what's going on with the whole Celeste thing and the D4BD case. He was supposed to be indicted today by the feds, but let's see what happens. We're checking out Poetic Flacco. Let's see what's going on.
Watch a press conference where they're announcing first-degree murder charges against
Somebody
somebody,
said depressed.
but yet these people
No,
are
sir.
refusing to say he murdered her. Again, slow it down and truly understand what I just said.
I'd never be depressed, bro. Like, the only time I be depressed is when the beat ain't. Yeah, that's
press
it.
conference to announce first-degree murder charges, but yet the detective, the police chief, and everybody involved deliberately went out of their way the entire press conference to not say David murdered Celeste. Then in turn says the last time she was found alive was in David's house, and that's as far as they were willing to go. They did not say David murdered Celeste the entire press conference.
Ms. Rivas was a reported runaway from Riverside County. During the course of our investigation, detectives learned that she had been involved in a sexual relationship with Mr. Burke when she was a minor and he was an adult.
Okay, so they at least know that much, that he was dealing with her. This is nice hair. Appreciate it. But yeah, like who that is? Cocker Bar or something, I don't know. But anyway, so that's what it looked like. That's what it's looking like. It's looking like he, basically was messing with her, but he should get time for that, period. But if they let him just walk out of jail today or tomorrow, I'm gonna be upset. But anyway, let's keep going.
On April 23rd, 2025, Ms. Rivas arrived at Mr. Burke's home in the Hollywood Hills. That's the last time she was known to be alive. On September 8th, 2025...
Somebody said costly. Nah, it don't cost nothing, bro. All you gotta do is to wake up and wash your ass, my nigga. All you gotta do is wake up and wash your ass. That's all you gotta do.
Ms. Rivas' dismembered and badly decomposed body was discovered in the front trunk of Mr. Burke's impounded Tesla. From that moment forward, our investigators faced an extraordinary, difficult, and complex case. The condition of her remains delayed the medical examiner's ability.
Where you from? You from Germany?
Determine the cause of death. The substantial...
I'm talking about, hey, bruh, I never. I never thought Journey heard of me. Costly means in American, it means you paid a lot of money for something. Costly. You paid a lot of money, like a lot of currency or whatever for something. That's what it is. But you dig, but it is what it is. I thought y'all would have knew that, bro.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You are watching a master at work.
Substantial amount of time that passed between her death and the discovery that the crucial evidence had degraded or disappeared. And as detectives worked to uncover the truth, they also had to sift through and debunk a great deal.
On April 23rd, 2025, has been alleged by the complaint, Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time, went to Mr. Burke's house in the Hollywood Hills. She was never heard from again.
The language was, she was last seen on this day. Last seen doesn't mean that's when she was murdered. And I feel like if you're gonna charge somebody with premeditated murder, you at least have to know the day she was murdered. I feel like knowing the day she was murdered should be the literal foundation.
I'm talking about, bro, you don't know who this is, but it's, hey, you don't know who this is, bro. Bro, this Indigo Sky in the Common Cafe bit, dog.
He's right, you know.
For real.
Oh, where you built this case on top of. But if, she was last seen on April 20th. Yeah, this weirdo could have.
Bro came on my live and asked me who the fuck I was.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Kept her tied up in the basement. Went on tour and have somebody else murder her. Right? That could have been that. So why don't we have more specifics? Why don't we have a day when she was murdered? Y'all talked to everybody involved in this situation. Y'all put the heat and the pressure. Y'all told us. We ain't know. Y'all told us. Oh, she was in the grand jury. Oh, she was giving it to them. Oh, she had them ready to cry. So she had them ready to cry during the interrogation, but she didn't get a day out of David homie shit? It doesn't make sense at all to me, man. Now, again, it's not a big deal. They didn't say out of their mouth, David murdered Celeste ever during this press conference, but if they're charging him with first degree murder, do they really need to? Now, they are charging him with first degree murder. They're charging him with lewd acts with somebody under 14, which amazing he should because he's a creep as well. Now, they're also adding special circumstances to this, which is, is almost going to make it impossible for him to get out of jail on bail. But here are the actual charges they're charging David with.
As we will show in a court of law, and what I also want to make sure about that the understanding of these charges is clear, is my description of these charges is not evidence that we are going to present in court. These charges, in fact, will not be evidence in the court. Evidence will be the witness testimony, the documents, and different types of admissible testimony that we will admit into court in the prosecution, and if it leads to the eventual trial of Mr. Berg, to convince a jury of 12 people beyond a reasonable doubt that each and every one of these charges is true, as well as the special allegations and circumstances that have been alleged. So what you have as well with the charges is that, again, there are 3 sets of charges that have been brought. The first degree murder with special circumstances, and again, those special circumstances are lying in wait. That Celeste went to Mr. Berg's home on the night of April 23rd, 2025, as alleged in the complaint, at his invitation, and again, was not heard from again. The second is a special circumstance being that this murder was committed for financial gain. As the evidence will show in court, the financial gain was for Mr. Berg to maintain his very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening on that particular night. The third charge, in addition to lying in wait and for financial gain, is murdering a witness to an investigation. In this particular case, as the evidence will come out in court, the witness to the investigation was Celeste. And the investigation was into the lewd and lascivious sexual acts committed by Mr. Berg. It is the subject of count 2 of this complaint with Celeste while she was under 14 years old.
Here's the good and here's the bad. I like the fact that they're
it's okay about your English, man. It's all right.
It sounds hypocritical. If I'm saying y'all don't have enough, why would y'all talking right now?
Don't worry about your
I would say I like the fact that they are not just taking it out. And the cheap way out would be, hey, Judge, we don't have enough of murder right now, but we know this creep was victimizing this underage girl, right, before she was 14 years old. We have proof of that. Charge him with that. Charge him with abuse of the body after the fact. That's it. No, they're swinging for the fence. Let's say, no, this dude deserves a death penalty. He deserves life in prison, and we're going to try to get him life in prison. Because the other stuff, he would have been out within 5 years with the other stuff. Murder is the reason why they're pushing for death penalty and life in prison.
That's what's up.
So it's good. Now, the bad part.
It's cool, man. It's cool. It's cool, bro. Like, there ain't no pressure. Like, look up what pressure means. Ain't no pressure on you because you don't know English. It's good. You good. Hey, you come back mañana. Come back tomorrow. Mañana.
The part it is, how are you going to prove this stuff? Now, the motive, I'm sure the motive, like, they probably have text messages from Celeste's cell phone, from Bit.
Me gusto.
The cell phone. They probably got some text where it shows Celeste probably telling David, hey, I'm going to go public with this. I'm going to expose you for victimizing me before I was 4. They probably have all the messages, and they're saying, okay, here's the messages of Celeste threatening David. He invites her over, and then she's never to be seen again. That's good. I like that. That's a good motive. you cooking with grease right now.
Hey, gracias.
But where you mess up at and where
Gracias. I'm talking about for real, for real. Gracias.
Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Rahman Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladhina an'amta 'alayhim ghayril maghdubi 'alayhim waladdallin. Amen.
like let the entire case go to the wayside when you don't have witness testimony. Now, if you had witness testimony that really mattered, more than one people would be arrested right now. You see, if you have people telling you, yeah, I heard he did, yeah, that's not enough. By witness, I mean people who was involved in this, people who you guys probably brought in, gave them immunity in exchange for their testimony to testify against David. That's what I mean. But the only reason you would get immunity is if you were present, if you were there when David murdered this girl, and you could give him a date, a time, when he did it, how he did it, but they don't got none of that. They don't even got a day of when David murdered Celeste. So you damn sure don't got nobody who was present or who was well aware. And as far as we know, you guys still haven't arrested a person who was driving a Tesla and parked it. So good side, swing for the fence, bad side, you don't really got the smoking gun. And when they was asked about the smoking gun, their explanation was like just laughable. Because he said everything in his power not to say, we don't got the smoking gun, but we working on it.
Grew up in the projects. Keisha Lance Bottoms, abandoned. When the city needed her, she left.
Aware of this relationship, is it possible that you will be arresting other people within his circle, and did he act alone in his death?
Again, with respect to whether or not there's any other individuals or we're going to take any other actions, you will know about them if we do, but at this point I'm not commenting.
Do you believe that you know how she was killed beyond it being homicide? The actual cause of death?
The coroner's report will be released shortly. Because it is not currently released, I'm not going to be commenting.
But was it determined? Not that if you want.
Man, what?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Tell you what it was, but it hasn't been determined how she was killed beyond it being homicide.
The coroner has made a determination on how Celeste died. At the point that the coroner's report becomes public, we'll be able to comment on it.
Was there a specific breakthrough last week? Is there physical evidence that ties David to this murder?
There is physical evidence and there is forensic and digital evidence that we intend to present in court to prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt.
Only a couple more questions.
Yes.
Your investigation, and just to this question, are you able to tell us exactly what the smoking gun is? And also, if you can address the issue of his visit to Santa Barbara and that, how the people that we can work.
So with respect to the actual details of the evidence we're going to be presenting in court, I'm not going to do that today. As far as the concept of a smoking gun, the smoking gun is the totality of the evidence that we're going to bring to prove any case, whether it's this case or any case, beyond a reasonable doubt.
AKA, there's no smoking gun. There's nothing that we could look at and say, aha, we got him. It does not exist. You know why? Because he had minimum 6 months, maximum probably a year to cover up his tracks. That's as simple as that, bro. Now, when you listen to David's attorneys kind of already tackling these allegations, she's very careful with her words. And this is why I say them not having a smoking gun is going to be, it's going to be very... Attorneys kind of already tackling these allegations. You know why? Because he had minimum 6 months, maximum probably a year to cover up his tracks. That's as simple as that, bro. Now, when you listen to David's attorneys kind of already tackling these allegations, she's very careful with her words. And this is why I say them not having a smoking gun is going to be, it's going to be very hard to overcome. Because the lawyer is leaving everything on the table. She's not saying, David did.
I think what's gonna happen now, y'all could say I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think that's what I really think gonna happen. I think they're gonna get somebody else for this. I believe David gonna go free and they're gonna get somebody else for this man.
And have no idea what's going on. David is
You say you love American people. That's what's up. I love. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from?
Herself, or House Celeste was murdered. She say,
what like where you from? You from Mexico? You from what city? What city are you from? Country? What country are you from?
David is not responsible for Celeste's death.
Your Honor, from the media reports, apparently there have been 4 months of secret grand jury proceedings. We believe that Mr. Burke is entitled at the earliest opportunity to an open preliminary hearing and the proceedings not be done in secret. So we are asking for a preliminary hearing to be set at the earliest possible date on the 10th day.
Yeah.
Your Honor,
Are you living in Berlin? Okay. Where are you from though? Are you from Berlin or where are you from? Like originally?
we believe the actual evidence will show that David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, nor was he the cause of her death. And we would like to be able to have the evidence come into the light of day at the earliest opportunity in order to establish that. We're asking for April 23rd as a 3 of 10, Your Honor.
Anything from the people?
I will be very happy to put on the evidence that we've collected in this case in the last several months.
Thank you. So the matter will be set, plea of not guilty has been entered on behalf of Mr. Burke. The matter will be set in Department 105. The matter is ordered assigned to Judge Charlene Almeida in Department 105 for all purposes by the judge of the supervising judge of criminal.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may just put on the record, we have, as soon as the people arrive, delivered a informal discovery request consistent with Penal Code Section 1054. We have been given almost no discovery thus far. We've received a 3-page follow-up report, no autopsy report, and
half Portuguese, half German. Okay. Okay, all right.
A copy of the complaint, and we would ask the people respectfully to produce discovery at the earliest opportunity.
Your Honor, as I indicated to counsel, there's approximately 40 terabytes of discovery in this case. Moreover, in order to obtain the transcripts from a grand jury investigation, counsel has to file a motion. She knows the way this.
I've always been curious about the people in my life, especially those I've lost touch with. That's where a complete background check.
Imagine they come to court day one and they say, you know what? You got us. David is a pedo. David was victimizing Celeste before she was 14. David had an inappropriate relationship with her. However, David did not murder her. David was not the cause of her death. Here's what happened.
So he gonna get locked up for something, but he ain't gonna get locked up for the big charges. Don't so good right now. Okay, all right, cool. I feel you. It's almost like you know, I talk to deaf people. They could understand when I'm talking, but they can't understand when they can't understand that if I'm turning my mouth with. So I feel you. Almost
David and Celeste had a nasty breakup. Celeste did drugs or overdose or did it to herself. David panicked and stuffed her body and chopped it up and tried to hide it as much as possible to hide his secret. of him being involved in an inappropriate relationship with Celeste. Imagine on day one, that's what they come with. How are you going to refute that with the things you guys have if you guys don't even know how she passed away? If y'all don't know when she passed away. They could very well come to court, cop out to everything, but then say, we didn't murder her, she did it to herself, and here's how. Right? Now, the prosecutors are claiming that the medical examiner, they're going to release something today or tomorrow where they're going to list the cause of death for Celeste. But the thing is, the medical examiner is already on record saying that it's near impossible for them to come to a conclusion beyond a reasonable doubt because of how badly decomposed the body was. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe, that David is going to get found guilty? Are you guys a fan of this press conference? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, here, or here somewhere on my...
Y'all check out Poetic Flacco
screen to find...
That's who we're reacting to.
Now, why exactly Oschino is exposing Jay-Z? He just revealed another one of Jay-Z's nasty, dark secret.
Let's see what he's talking about with the nasty, dark secret.
Jay-Z just got exposed badly by Oschino. Now, Oschino did an interview with Cam Capone. During this interview, he revealed a couple of Jay-Z dark secrets that I had no idea about. Like, one of them, he revealed that Jay-Z supposedly has a daughter in Maryland. But it doesn't just stop there. He would claim that Jay-Z paid off the daughter not to go public.
I think it's off image. Because Jay-Z don't care about nobody. Nobody. I'm talking about for sure. And people say, you hating on that, bro. I don't have no hate for the boy at all. I'm just saying, I just see what he do. I know, and everything he do for people, like, I do prison reform. You don't care about nobody in prison. Everything he do is for show. You know what I'm saying? So when I see him do an interview, I'm like, here you go. Roger, I ain't mad at him. He not playing the game. He played the game. He won the game. But, I mean, a lot of people got so much love for him. When I say something about him, they get mad at me. Like, I'm like, bro, you think about the song. You're not thinking about the person. You know what I'm saying? He's my second favorite rapper all the time after Biggie. You know what I'm saying? But I still don't put his person, like, how he is as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not everything about him, of course, but the main that I can't.
He definitely not. He probably in my top 20. I say top 20. He definitely not in my top 5, 10, or 15. He in my top 20. Jay-Z.
Put it this way, I can't look up to him. You know what I'm saying? I can't look up to him. Not as far as man stuff. I look up to him in business. I mean, but not his man stuff. He doing a lot of backdoor stuff, man. I mean, his image is everything. I mean, and for me, if you got $1 billion, you shouldn't have to worry about what nobody think about your image. You shouldn't have to worry about what nobody think about your image.
Do you have an example of something you could think of that he did, or?
Yeah, they got a daughter in Maryland. They won't stand for that. But I said something about it. It got on the news. It was talked about it. Then he went down and gave her a little bit of money, right? Whatever.
A daughter, not a son?
Yeah, a daughter and a son. I know a son too, right here, but his daughter too. A daughter, he claimed on a low, right?
We obviously heard about the son already. Now, the court ruled that Jay-Z don't got to take a DNA test, and the court ruled that the son already has a biological dad, so Jay-Z's not the father. So I don't know how the son thing.
Man, he hit that nigga with a Kendrick Lamar. Like, he got a daughter.
He's right, you know.
Like, he hit that nigga like Drake.
It's gonna play out, right? We were hopeful, right, that the son would ultimately prove that Jay-Z was the father, and then that would in turn prove that Jay-Z was messing with his mom when she was not 18. But it looks like we'll never get an answer to that. At least a real answer, by the way, right? Because the son did.
Somebody says you said it's a big problem with secret societies. Maybe.
Saying he don't want money, and then by the end of it, he was asking Jay-Z for money. So to me, the son kind of like ruined his entire mission once he brought the money into play. But nonetheless, though, the son thing is on back burner. The reason why this daughter thing is a little different, and I feel like it's a little different from the son thing, Oschino is saying Jay-Z is claiming the daughter on the low. The reason why a lot of us haven't heard of her is because he's claiming her on the low, but he's giving her hush money not to come out publicly. Now, if this is not true, Jay-Z could like ultimately just sue Oskino butt off. Like he could take everything Oskino has ever worked for. And there's not a goddamn thing Oskino could do about it. But the fact that Oskino is saying this publicly, with no allegedly, no nothing, he's saying, I know for a fact Jay-Z gave her a load of money to pay her off. I know for a fact Jay-Z is claiming her. To me, like, that has to be somewhat credible, right? Because one, Oskino knows Jay-Z on a personal level. He would have, I guess, knowledge to information like this that a lot of us wouldn't. But why exactly would Jay-Z be hiding his daughter? That's what I want to know. See, with the son, we know once Jay-Z acknowledged that's his son, or if that's his son, then he would also have to acknowledge that he dealt with the mom when she wasn't of age and she wasn't 18. And he would have had to acknowledge he dealt with a minor. So of course you want to hide the son. With the daughter, what reason would you have to hide the daughter? Because if the daughter, now I would imagine the daughter will be older. Imagine the daughter would be, a heck lot older. So if the daughter is around the same age as the son and you had her before you got with B, I'm gonna say, then why would Jay-Z be hiding the daughter? To me, like, that's the question I need answered. And it can't just be, hey, Jay-Z is scared people will call him a deadbeat. I don't think that's it, bro. I don't think that's the reason why he would hide an entire daughter.
My thing is this. I got 2 daughters. If I don't claim one of my daughters, they not gonna mess with me. They gonna cuss me out. They gonna feel hurt. Mind you, if I mess with another daughter in front of them on TV, and I'm older than them, come on, you know how a daughter is. I don't know if you got a daughter, but the daughter's real sensitive. If you put a daughter when she's 7, she'll remember that shit when she's 45. Damn, remember you smacked me when I was in 2nd grade? You know what I mean? So my thing is this, if I got $1 billion and I got a daughter, I don't who my baby mom is, I don't care what the world think. My daughter coming with me, she gonna work wherever, she gonna be close to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having her somewhere else, not denying her, damn mom died. And same thing with the boy where I'm married. So I told her, I said, bro, remember, whether it's your dad or not, the world will have backlash for you. They love him. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, I don't want no money. I just want to, Jay-Z did everything in his power to not take the DNA test, and the boy where I'm married don't have a mom. Man, my thing is this, if you're a man, like, bro, I took 2 DNA tests I did not want to take because I want to know if that was my son or not, right? Men don't run away from stuff like that. Especially when you was popping his mom. Especially when you don't got no other dad, and his mom is deceased. How can I respect you? You know what I'm saying? I'm not having her somewhere else, not denying her that her mom died. And same thing with the boy where I'm married. So I told her I'm married, I said, bro, remember, whether it's your dad or not, the world will have backlash for you. They love him. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, I don't want no money. I just want to, Jay-Z did everything in his power to not take the DNA test. And the boy where I'm married don't have a mom. Man, my thing is this, if you're a man, like, bro, I took 2 DNA tests I did not want to take because I want to know if that was my son or not, right? Men don't run away from stuff like that. Especially when you was popping his mom. Especially when you don't got no other dad and his mom is deceased. How can I respect you for that? But mind you, the more people that don't take care of their kids is because they don't have it. The kids don't have the money, they're embarrassed. When you got enough bread, so you can say, you know what, bro, me and you, I'm gonna go get you, we're gonna take the test by ourselves. That's just man stuff. I hate when somebody think they're too big to be a father, or too big, they too much of a celebrity, they can't do regular stuff. I mean, that's because the world treat them like that. You know what I'm saying? I look at every man as a regular person. I mean, you might be having rich and all that, but I'm not. You got the same standards as everybody else. Everybody else got to take a DNA test. Well, I can't. I'm not taking take the test. I had bench warrant.
It was pretty odd that Jay-Z decided to spend millions of dollars on lawyers and attorneys to prevent himself from taking a DNA test that would have saved them millions of dollars and probably taken about 5 seconds and would have proven the world wrong. But you spend millions of dollars to avoid a DNA test. I don't know. Hey, man. And you've been spending millions of dollars to avoid his DNA test for almost a decade? Hey, bruh. Outside of the Jerry Springer activities, he would also expose Jay-Z for doing some really diabolical, underhanded things and scheming and stealing from artists. He would claim Jay-Z not only stole from artists who he knows, but he also stole from him himself, where Jay-Z would take lyrics, he would take hooks, he would take songs, he would take ideas, he would take concepts, and then never credit the artist he took it from. Now, he would claim that Jay-Z did it a lot to people that were signed to him, but the one time Jay-Z tried to do it to someone else that wasn't signed to him, he got caught. And he was able to give that example because that's the first and most prominent example of Jay-Z getting caught and having to concede.
Let's see what Jay-Z was doing out here. Let's see
percentages because he outright stole.
Now, you signed
And at some point, you kind of learn this about Jay-Z. Is there like a moment or like a time you can, hey, this dude, he don't really care about none of us.
We started taking our songs like it was nothing, and not even acknowledging before taking it, not doing nothing. They're like, mind you, these songs are songs that were though they're hits. He making millions of dollars off of them. I'm thinking this: if you just say Young Boy, they go 1% of the song, they go 100,000. He's absolutely nothing. And when I played it's a group called Non Brigade from Philadelphia. They got a song called All I Need, right? Jay-Z stole the beat, they hooked everything, the whole song, right? The only reason they couldn't get away with it because they were signed and paperwork. But if you go to YouTube and put Non Brigade, NAAM Brigade, All I Need, you hear Jay-Z song All I Need that he took from them. Same thing he used to do from us. We couldn't sue him because we signed to him. So you take his song and flip it up, make it a little better, cleaner, get Pharrell on it, or whatever, and then you let you like, it's hot, right? We don't give you shit. That's my whole thing. Like, bro, you can take all, you can have every idea I've ever had. Just give me something for it. You only gotta pay me for what it's worth. Give me less than what it's worth. Give me something though. Don't give you nothing. Like, you test your team. Like, damn, that's my line, my verses, my this. I mean, and then it's Jay-Z. So he said that like, who's you? Man, nobody. You gotta take something from you for it. You know what I'm saying? So when I brought up the Non Brigade thing, I showed this, let them know, like, listen, bro, this is same beat, same hooks, and everything, right? He takes your song. He took somebody, he took a lot of people that's not known songs and our ideas, you know what I'm saying? And flipping the bounces. So it's like, you don't even want to compensate people, even if you make millions and millions of dollars off their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even if they supposed to be a young boys. You know what I'm saying? So I look like, bro, you was a sucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Perry, you know, you're just a sucker to me. I mean, I never respect you for the shit you did. Even the way you treat being a single. I don't even like being single, but I'm saying the way you even treat him. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, we was in the trenches with you. You had this Nas and all this shit for you. I ain't no Nas. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never see BC with a rock brunch. They're supposed to be a young boy. You know what I'm saying? So what he do is he come, he use you, take your shit, whatever you need from you, then he throw you in the trash, right?
My first reaction to hearing that, if you were in the room, you would have seen me like literally blurt out, like laughing at the top of my lungs. You know why I was laughing so hard? Because I remembered the Capitalism clip that went viral a couple of weeks ago when he dropped the interview. See, when he dropped his first interview in a while, he spoke on capitalism. And the first thing he said was, I didn't get rich off of exploiting people. I didn't make money off of taking advantage of people and exploiting people. Now we know that was a flat out lie. Now I told y'all that was a flat out lie at the time if you watch my video.
Damn, Jay-Z.
On it, but now we know that's a flat out lie. Like, he literally made hits, he made his fortunes off of taking advantage and exploiting people who he felt didn't have a voice. Like, he could have taken from Oskino at the time because he had all the power over Oskino. And the only time, he got caught, or one of the only times he got exposed, is a time where he tried to take from somebody with a voice and they were able to use their voice, right, to correct the record. Now, Oskino isn't lying because the group he stole from actually did an interview, I think recently, probably like a year or two ago, and they actually broke down the story and they actually confirmed everything Oskino just said. Broke down the story and they actually confirmed everything Oskino just said.
Jay-Z had an album called Blueprint.
Appreciate it.
It was a song on there called All I Need. Am I correct?
Yeah.
It was controversial over that, and still to this day, you guys, the originators of that song, am I correct?
Absolutely.
Can you give me a backstory of that?
A backstory that will be, we recorded this right here. Petey Crack was actually at the session with us. He went down there with us. And this was before he was with the Rock.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Petey. Petey got Q9 tag on his arm. That's how locked in we was at that time. We recorded that record, and that was gonna be like the first single.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Rahman Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين إهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
And they loved it. Rockefeller loved it because Jay Brown was the connection. Jay Brown was our A&R, and Jay Brown is the, I think he's president of Rock Nation now. So that was like a whole little brother. So he used to come to the sessions and everything. And it was an A&R guy named Hip Hop at the time. They loved that record. That was a record that they loved. And then when Q-Lines passed, you know, we had bags of Skittles that everybody came for. And I would like to say that to this day it's an honor though. That's hope. We ain't gonna slight that. You know, but what that say about us?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Put some respect on our name, man. Period.
Did Jay-Z ever give you any recognition of it, or like did he ever contact you guys and salute you or say thank you, things like that?
Yeah, at that time he reached out. You know, we got the business and at some point.
And he do the business because it was actually copyrighted.
But it was actually, the album was actually already out.
With that, they got to pay you.
But then they came back. We was at that point we was on artist up. So we bounced back. We bounced back after the Electra album. So he did reach out to have a conversation, but at that time he wanted to kind of directly talk to us, but those calls was, you know, some people stepped in front of that call, which is cool. But he did. To answer your question, he reached out, for sure.
Did you guys receive any type of publishing or anything from his record, All I Need?
Absolutely, to the death.
There you have it. Oskino was not lying. Oskino isn't lying. But the thing with the Jay-Z supporters, the thing that I don't understand, yo, they will see all the nasty things Jay-Z and Rock Nation has done and are continuing to do, such as, for example, targeting certain creators and going after them and attacking them and trying to take away their livelihoods because they dare have a, you know, an objective voice, right? They dare, you know, have a free thinking mind. So they will see these things, they will ignore it and then call us haters for speaking on Jay-Z and attack us, right? And call us obsessed. Bro, we're just giving our opinion on everybody in hip hop, and Jay-Z is just one of them. Jay-Z is not beyond. I don't understand why y'all treat this man as if he's beyond reproach. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? And if you guys are still watching, you want to watch another dope video, click on this video right here and to find out how Akkad just crashed out and interview back. I'm gonna see you guys in this Akash video, and if you want to support,
all right, y'all gonna check out Poetic Flacco. That's what. And we're going to cut to the Chase TV.
Have you heard of the Heytai app? It's the largest app for Black media in the world. They have
Anna that took the lives of 8 children, and what makes the story even sadder, their own father is the alleged perpetrator. His name is Shamar Elkins, and police is saying he took the lives of his 8 children after a domestic violence dispute with the mother. That he did shoot the mother and another woman. They survived, but unfortunately, his 8 children did not. Now, this story has gone viral. Everybody's talking about it. Emotions is.
This is crazy, bro. I ain't do nothing on this, but this is our first time talking about this.
Running rampant, and I tell you why. The first reason.
Rest in peace to the kids, and I hope that the people that got I hope they recover soon and they don't have no, life-threatening injuries.
There's children involved. 8 kids, innocent. They had nothing to do with anything, so he could at least spare the children. And the second reason this story is going viral is because it was over a domestic dispute. And that hit homes to a lot of people. Because we all been in domestic disputes. I've been in a domestic dispute every day this week. I'm still in one right now. But I never thought about going this far. So you gotta channel your emotions. You gotta think logically. You gotta have conflict resolution skills. Even though you're going through something. Even though you may be going through a divorce. Even though your girl or your boy might leave you. You gotta know there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's coming. You have to have belief that say, you know, I'm gonna leave this situation alone. They wanna go, they want a divorce, they wanna leave me high and dry, so be it. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I'm gonna get what's for me. That's the mindset you gotta have. But I think a lot of people harbor these relationships.
That's what you gotta be on, bro. Like,
he's right, you know.
In their partner, they don't know how to move on. They can't picture life without the other person. So they will even go as far as harming kids to get back at them. Do y'all hear? So we gotta channel these emotions, man. And we gotta take a story like this. Yeah, we can be outraged. Yeah, we can be sad. But we also gotta learn from it as well. We gotta take the lesson with the story, no matter how sad it get. But I'm gonna play this news clip, and then I'm gonna tell you the real reason why he did it. Because his childhood friend spoke out, and he just dropped a bomb that changed everything. Take a listen to this news clip, and we're gonna come back and break it down. Let's go.
We're turning now to Shreveport, Louisiana, where there's a massive investigation after a mass shooting that left 8 children dead, and police are calling it a domestic violence attack and say the shootings took place at multiple locations there. And all
now, let's be clear. 8 children is dead. Police is calling it a domestic violence incident, and what I get from it, it was adults arguing. They had past problems. They had past trauma. And he took it out on them kids. Some kids had nothing to do with it. I don't care what you and another adult got going. If you and your partner didn't work out, you don't harm the kids. That's all I'm saying. But let's continue.
officers have identified the gunman as a guy right here on your screen, Shamar Elkins. Officers say that he was the father of 7 of those victims. Jen Sullivan is following this case and has more.
A horrific tragedy rocking the community of Shreveport, Louisiana. A series of shootings Sunday leaving 8 children dead.
My heart is
range in age from 1 to 14, according to police. Investigators say the shooter is related to at least some of the victims.
The shooter is related to most of the victims. 7 of the 8 kids that was taken out, they belong to him. They came from him. You understand? That what makes this story even more sadder. As a child, you are told that your parents is your protector, they're your provider, they'll never harm you. But the own father took out the kids because he had a problem. How crazy is that? What sense does that make? If you don't want to live no more, I hope you don't take out yourself, but just do that. Leave the kids alone, man. You get what I'm saying? They had nothing to do with it. They deserve to live out their full potential, live out their full life. Because you have problems because of your shortcomings, they like got to be in it. That don't really make sense to me, man. But let's continue.
Calling this a domestic violence attack.
7 of the 8 children that were killed we do believe to be his children.
Police say the shooting rampage began just after 6 a.m. Sunday. Victims were found in 3 homes. The suspect carjacked a vehicle and led police on a chase.
It rattles the entire city. This is something that, when something like this, it affects us all.
The shooter was killed in a shootout with police.
This is nothing but pure evil. Over 30% of our crimes and 30% of our murders in the city of Shreveport are domestic in relation.
So you see that? He took out the children. He shot the wife, another woman. Then he carjacked somebody and took police on a high-speed chase before having a shootout and ended his own life. Now, what I get from this, I'm not sure it was premeditated. I don't know if he snapped during an argument and was like, you know what? And just let everybody have it, or did he plan it out? Because if this was planned out, it doesn't really seem like it. You had to carjack somebody on a high-speed chase. It seemed like he probably snapped it seemed like he was having a mental episode. He had mental issues, and he didn't really know how to handle it, man. It was undiagnosed. He wasn't seeing a therapist. Your life is in shambles. Your woman is telling you you ain't nothing. You know, all that type of stuff. And he couldn't handle it, man. Let's continue.
Now that number has gone up.
There have been at least 114 mass shootings in the United States so far this year, according to the Gun Violence Archive, and this marks the deadliest shooting in 2 years. U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson, who represents the Shreveport area,
it's crazy. Eight children.
released a statement saying, quote, "We're holding the victims, their families, and loved ones, and our Shreveport community close in our thoughts and prayers during this incredibly difficult time." I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Well, police have not identified the victims just yet. 3 other people were wounded in that attack, 2 women and a teenager.
Now, I want to send condolences to the family. I hope the mother make a speedy recovery. I hope the other woman make a speedy recovery as well, but they both were shot in the head, but they are in critical condition, but at least they survived. Now, many people see this story, they read about it, they want to dig more, they want to know what exactly happened. Why would a man turn the weapon on his own kids and then eventually end his own life? Well, I got the answer to your question because Shamar Elkins is the killer, and his friend spoke out and made a Facebook post, and this is what he said about the whole incident. I'm gonna read it to you guys, and we gonna break it down. Y'all know how I do. Boom! That is Michael Mayensi. That is Shamar Elkins' friend, and that's whose house he ended up at when he was killed by police. So let's be clear. Shamar Elkins took out the lives of the 8 kids. He carjacked somebody, and he drove to his best friend's house. And listen to what he said. This is his best friend speaking. "Yes, everyone, that is my house on the national news. The mass murder incident that happened early this morning of 8 innocent baby children in Cedar Grove, Shreveport, Louisiana, ended at my house in Bossier City. The suspect was a former young soldier of mine, and I have known him since he was a child." So Shamar Elkins was a former Army vet.
And
a lot of people gonna say, "Hey man, you're crazy." He had undiagnosed mental issues. So yeah, he was an Army vet. So let's be clear about that. Let's continue reading. "He called me uncle as I helped raise him without a father present. I have no involvement in the actual incident. The suspect went on a chase with police to my residence after the murders. I guess looking for that safety that he had in me as his adopted uncle and trusted officer. I had spoke with him just yesterday about his possible divorce. I didn't pick up any indicators of murder/suicide, and I should have." Oh, okay. So this dude spoke to the mass shooter yesterday, and I guess he was confiding in this guy. He was talking about his divorce. He was talking about his women problems, like us fellas all do. Now, when we go through something with women, or we go through something in a relationship, sometimes we confide in our boy, like, "Hey man, I'm going through this. It ain't looking too good. She tripping. Man, I think we headed for divorce." He had one of those talks with this dude. And the dude said he didn't really pick up murder-suicide, but he should have. And I can't really blame his friend, though, because we all had them talks with our boys. We never think that it could be our last conversation with them. But hey, let's continue reading. "I was totally unaware of all the events taking place this morning when my camera suddenly activated that there was activity in my doorway. I went and heard his voice, my nephew, and then opened the door unknowingly, and he was standing there with his short barrel AR carbine. We talked for a little under a minute, and then he put the barrel to his mouth and done. When he fired, I assumed that the police thought he was shooting at them or me, so they then opened fire. I got some glass in my arm from secondary kinetics. Please pray for those babies. They are in a much better place now, I know, but the imprint of this tragedy is deep and it hurts. Please pray for any survivor."
So basically, he killed himself. I thought he got shot with the police. He killed himself in front of the police. Dang.
As I believe there's one adult survivor. So that's his friend. He said, spoke to him yesterday. "I should have picked up on murder-suicide, didn't really. So now he's kind of feeling guilty about it. But let me say this, man. I don't know Shamar Elkins' mindset, but I'm pretty sure if you know him personally, people probably was aware that he wasn't all the way there. Because I'm hearing from my sources that, you know, he had a record, he was kind of off a little bit. Everybody knew he had issues. So yeah, man, just a sad story. And according to his Facebook, Shamar Elkins, many people found his Facebook, pulling up his old statuses, and they're like, yeah, the writing was on the wall. He was talking about his baby mamas on Facebook, and you can clearly see he was upset about something. So now we're gonna go to his Facebook, because I want to show you guys. Let's see what he was talking about on Facebook. Shamar Elkins. Let me try to get it. Where is he at? Okay, right here. All right, this is his Facebook page. This is April 17th, not too long ago. He said, laugh out loud. Took my oldest on a little one-on-one date and had to catch her damn bad. Ugh. So yeah, that's his oldest. She's eating. So you know, doing normal father things. You pick up your oldest daughter, you take her out. Daddy daughter brunch. You know, normal stuff. Okay.
Oh, so, what happened? He's dead. He can't tell.
And then on Easter, he said, Happy Easter. Had a wonderful time at church for the first time with all my kids. What a blessed day. Seems like a typically normal post. You know, Easter, we all get spiffy. We all get the kids dressed up. We all throwing on nice little fabrics. And, you know, we go to church. So it seems like he's doing normal father activities, right? Let's see what else we can find. Understand to be misunderstood. Okay. You know, typical Facebook stuff. We all got friends that post this. Nothing really seems out of the ordinary to me. I'm just being honest with you. Disney shared this post. Shout out to every man who is fixing his life alone. No rich relatives, no favors, no dad's money. Even through losses and disrespect, you'll go for a life. Okay. No motivation. That still doesn't seem out of the ordinary to me. I share posts like that. I got friends on Facebook that share posts like this right now. I don't.
It's like you don't know what's going on. It could be anything that happens.
Really think that should allure people, these posts. We can do hindsight 2020. We can look at it now, but we should have caught that. And I don't really work like that, brother. I'm just being real. So let me see. He shared this post. He say, dads, if you could go back in time and have kids with a different woman but still have the same kids, would you do it? He shared that. He said, hell yeah, I would. And everybody commented like, man, the writing was on the wall. It's plenty of dudes who don't like their baby mama. It's dudes I know that despise their baby mama, but I can't see them harming her, the kids.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't think that really should raise no voice. I think we just looking back on it and we trying to piece together how do a man get that in his psyche? How do he get that in his mindset? How do he think it's the logical thing to do to turn a weapon on my own children? I think we are trying to figure this out and we're trying to piece together everything. But when you look at his Facebook, it's pretty typical for a dude. I'm just being honest with you. So yeah, if he was my Facebook friend, I wouldn't read none of these posts and be like, oh man, we gotta get Shamar some help. He's crashing out. No, it don't really work like that because we see that all on Facebook all the time. But nonetheless, it is a sad story. Hey man, I just want to have a talk with people. Relationships are meant to fail. The person you love, the person you cherish, you can have a beautiful life with each other. You can have beautiful kids, but that don't mean it's forever. And when it's not forever, sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, did I play a part in any what was good to me? Did I play a part of a fractured family? Did I play a part of a fractured home? And sometimes as a man or a woman, you gotta take it on the chin and you gotta take your L with pride. Because you gotta understand, I might have played a part in why this ended, and I might have to accept the fact that he or she is moving on with their lives and they deserve to be happy. Meanwhile, I gotta fix my life so I can better myself and my kids. That's how you gotta look at it. You don't need closure. Everybody says, I want closure, I want peace. Move on with your life, man. I'm just telling you, man. Because when you go looking for closure, you go looking for peace, everything just gets tied up, everything gets awkward, everything gets bad, and arguing, you start feeling resentment, all type of stuff. All those feelings you don't want, you end up having when you try to force closure. Just move on, just accept the fact. Because only things like this happen when you refuse to accept the fact. You get tricked out your spot, and now you crashing out doing something crazy. You can't get tricked out your spot. That's all I'm saying. So RIP to those babies, man. Condolences to the family, the grandparents, the aunties, any survivors that's left. The world is with you, man.
That's horrible. Y'all check out Cut to the Chase TV, man. That right there was one of them things that just tore through my heart, bro. Like it just made me feel, really bad.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary thought comes along that
Hey, we going to trap more Ross.
So the UFO murders are apparently continuing. Okay, I was one of the first people to start covering the now a dozen either missing or murdered or very suspiciously passed away scientists, researchers, developers that had all been working on very secret classified programs related to space technology, UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenons, anti-gravity technology being used in the weapons industry. It's getting crazy. I was one of the first people covering it. It's now made its way to the likes of the Daily Mail, Fox News, News Nation. Everyone's covering this now, seeing it everywhere else. I'm even seeing the likes of academics and all of the other culture pages posting about the 11, as of yesterday, dead, missing, or suspiciously dead scientists. And now, apparently, according to the Daily Mail, there is a 12th. We've got a 12th. We've got another one, as DJ Khaled would say, and it is looking pretty crazy. So we're going to get into it today. I'm going to show you the latest in this long line of missing, deceased, and just very suspiciously out of here scientists related to UFO technology. So this is, as of today, or as of yesterday, in the Daily Mail, it says, death of Air Force whistleblower set to reveal UFO secrets, declared suspicious. So apparently a former US Air Force intelligence officer died before he could testify in a whistleblower hearing about UFOs, sparking demands for an FBI investigation. Matthew James Sullivan was just 39 when he died on May the 12th, 2024, after reportedly taking himself out. Now, I got in trouble for saying that S word in the last video, so I'm going to be really careful what I say. His official cause of death hadn't been made public, nor was the case reported on by the local media. Now, Congressman Eric Burleson of Missouri has told the Daily Mail that Sullivan was preparing to be a key witness for congressional investigators looking into unidentified anomalous phenomena, more commonly known as UFOs. Burleson shared he had grave concerns that Sullivan's death appears suspicious, suggesting the veteran intelligence officer may have been targeted to silence him before revealing knowledge of non-human spacecraft and extraterrestrials. Look at Matthew Sullivan's credentials and his experience. He certainly was someone who was read in at the highest classification levels and knew some of our nation's most important secrets, and so did a lot of these other people. The congressman explained that the investigation by the Intelligence Community Inspector General uncovered serious allegations of misconduct and potentially unlawful activities, which pointed to the 39-year-old's death not being an S word. Okay, don't want to get in trouble, but these S words ain't S words when you look a bit closer into it. It says Burleson said the fact that he had been scheduled by the UAP task force that he had been scheduled to come in and speak after hearing about this tragedy, I thought it was worth looking into. On Thursday, he made a formal request to FBI Director Lash Patel, according to some people. Loves getting out on the lash. According to some people, I don't want to get sued, but that's some people's opinion. They've been asking for Lash Patel to investigate Sullivan's death as a potential crime. The sudden and suspicious circumstances surrounding his death raised significant concerns about the potential for foul play and the safety of other individuals involved in this matter. Okay, it is a little bit sus. There he is, all right? So Sullivan had been contacted by UAP whistleblower and retired US Air Force Major David Grush prior to the intelligence officer's sudden death, which reportedly left Grush extremely distraught. Grush, who's now a senior advisor to Burleson, spent 14 years in the Air Force before working as an intelligence officer for the National Reconnaissance Office, building and launching surveillance satellites for the Pentagon. He eventually became a whistleblower, testifying before.
Hey man, I'm about to get up out of here. I gotta get up tomorrow morning to go do some things, but I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace and love.